Changing minds, changing lives, right? Let us go ahead and get started. Yes, yes. So, what is coaching? What is coaching? When you hear the word coach, what do you think of? What do you think about? What comes to mind? You may think of sports and think about what the coach does for the athletes. He has a further vision, and he's not the one actually doing the work. He's the mind behind. He's the one pushing. He's the one moving things forward, right? So if we look as a coach for someone in the gym, they have the plan, they have the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, and they are implementing it to someone else to get either where they are or to just get them further along. Regardless, growth will happen, right? So with that being said, what is a coach? A coach is exactly what you see. You see in the person that you have chosen, you vetted to be your coach, and you look inside, you talk to them, and you decide, okay, I want you to teach me what you know. And you start the relationship. You go through the sessions, you start the courses, everything that's implemented via the coach, right? And you begin to actually become more personal with the coach. You build a relationship, and also you begin to recognize and see your coach, the character of your coach, who they are, what they represent in their actions, how they behave, right? Their demeanor, even their patience, their tolerance, their long suffering, and the love that they have and the passion that they have, the joy that is inside of them, right? So coaches are personified. They are personified. The way a coach may teach or react to you is not the same how she may act or teach another one of her students, right? She may not behave the same with each of you, yet she is the same coach. It's just like a mother raising children, and each one has their own different personalities. What is required for another is not the same for both of them, as well as raising pets. You may raise them totally separately. So that's the same thing with the coach. A coach is personified. What you see, what you need from your coach, that is what you receive, right? And even though most people get a coach to get there faster, there are no shortcuts. Some with me may take actually a one-on-one coaching course, right? After they just build on that one-on-one and they go and take off and need nothing else. Never hear or see from them again. Some we go through sessions, 6, 8, 12-week long sessions, which is fabulous because I actually get to know more, dive deeper with the individual. Some people don't need 12 sessions. They just need that last push to their finish line. They're almost there. That is where some people are. So again, each coach and each person who is being coached is a personified relationship. It is a personified relationship. Now, with the coach, you may reach your goals, your ambitions. You may have your anticipations set high to reach there faster, which will, because the knowledge that a coach brings and the help and the support that you get will definitely get you there closer. You will achieve what you are looking for. You will reach the finish line faster, right? So we can provide plans, roadmaps. Everything will be written down and assessed. Some sessions are even recorded for playback just to hit some points or saved as files. It doesn't matter. Whatever process, technique, or however it is that you and your coach decide to handle your sessions and your growth is personified, right? But one thing that boils down to it is the coach brings the extra oomph that you may need. You may have the same amount of knowledge, but you might not have the same drive. It may be something that your coach already has that gets to the end that you may be looking for, right? So you may have the same knowledge as people look for coaches in areas that they are weak in, or just to see what they may be missing out. There's really no high and level points here, a playing field, and it's just like the coach is just there to go there with you. The coach is moving right along with you, and just is that person that is saying, come on, you can do it, come on, right? So I might too, or mentors, you call them mentors, coaches, mentors. I have the best coach, as we all think about our coaches that we spend some time with, right? So, but it starts with you. It starts with who you are and who you are ordained to be. And that on the inside of you needs to come on the outside of you. That is what a coach does. Now, the information that a coach has is the information that you give. Now, coaches aren't just going to pull things out the air and be like, hey, well, I'm not going to speak for me as a coach, and pull things out the air and be like, hey, this is what you need to be doing, as opposed to this is your vision and your goal. You can have a bigger picture, a means to an end. A lot of people I know love real estate, but they're to gain the capital to maintain that easy thing that comes so easy for them and to them. They find different ways to come up with money. It may be investing, or working a 9-to-5, or doing Uber Eats and deliverings at the end of the day to make it to the end for that bigger picture. Everything has a bigger picture. One-minded, single-mindedness, that's where coaches come in and they open up your eye. Your perspective increases. Your insight is now known. Your destiny is now attainable. So when you're looking for a coach, you're looking for someone who may or may not be that perfect person for you. You may not like them at all. But it's that person, that knowledge, what they're equipped with, they're equipping in them that you need. Now, that is a strong, mature person. To listen to someone who they don't really feel like, but on the inside, somebody you wouldn't kick it with generally, right? Choose to be your friend. But that's what it is with teachers. Do we get to choose our teachers? No. Do we get to choose our parents? No. But we learn from them. They teach us. They give us information. They help us along this journey, this life, right? In life. So when you find in someone, definitely vet them. I say this over and over and over again. Always give feedback and always critique. You have to remain in your mind. You have to do introspection, even for yourself, even when you're being coached, even when someone is helping you along the way, holding your hand, or being that person to help you out and just get you to the end. Always sit back and say, okay, I made it this far with this person. Can this person take me further? That is what coaches do as well. As for me, just last month, I was with a student and I realized we've come as far as we're going to go. We've come as far as we're going to go. So this time I feel that it's time for you to find someone else in this area that will help you, because this is not something that I am not going that way. I'm not going that way. I won't be able to help you as fast as you like. I even know my strengths and weaknesses. I know what I can and cannot provide. And I also, month prior to that, let a student go because they did not put the effort in. I can speak till I'm blue. You can come to every session. You can keep paying for every course, every planner. But if you're not putting the work in, I don't just keep you hanging around for what? A paycheck that doesn't benefit anyone. Because the information that I have provided via my websites, the knowledge that I've put out in my books that I have written, several books available at faithvisions.org, several books. I want you to implement it. I don't want you to just purchase it and not use it. That is not my goal. That benefits no one. So that's why the work, it comes, we can just speak, coaches, speak. We can show you, log on, show you, hands-on, meet you one-on-one, but you have to implement the work when we're not around you. All right? It's just like going to school. When you leave the classroom, you have homework. You have to go home and implement it. Do what you learned throughout the day. You have to put the time in. So our next thing is the time in. That is finding out, what did it take your coach to, what path did they take? Who are their coaches? Who are their mentors? Ask them. Or are they someone who just continually learn on their own, bump their head often, and take more time to achieve something because they themselves aren't humble enough to learn from someone else? Perhaps, whatever it is, as always, vet your coach. Vet your coach. And once you find that coach, again, copy them. Copy them. Most coaches out here have plenty of information that is given away for free. It is just for that. Because the free leads to the bigger picture. The end. You can get a lot of bees with honey. Yep, you sure can. You can get a lot of flies with poop too. But it's all about the end picture, the big picture. Are you someone who, like if someone comes to me and say, oh, I downloaded all your free books and I've listened to all your videos and I tune on every time you're live, and I'm like, okay, sounds good. Where have you invested in yourself? When have you went above and beyond everything that is free out here? Because if you're not just doing it to me. So if you're telling me right now that's what you've gotten and that's what you've done, then when you come to me and you hear the prices, you hear what the next level is above the free, are you willing? What are you going to do? What have you done on your own? Those are things too, how coaches vet their students, their prospects. So no matter how unique you think your idea, dream, vision is, someone is there that can help you. Just like with Steve Jobs, nobody else had what he had, that vision. No one else was doing it at the time. But even for that first iPhone, he had to take the phone component, take mechanisms from another device, some other thing, a motherboard, I don't know what they're called, chips, whatever it is, put it together with phone capabilities. So he had the outer shell, he had the guts on the inside, and the techniques that needed to be done, the technology to have it used to be called a phone, right? But guess what? All he had was a vision. He had to do the work, pull everybody else's input to make that thing work. He got his together with the iPhone, and then what happened? Every year, each year, he just kept tweaking it. He just kept tweaking it, making it better, tweaking it. There's nothing new under the sun. He didn't use anything that wasn't already available out there. All he did was think about, this is what I want. He had the big picture, and he had to go backwards, dissect that thing, and then start from scratch. So someone is nothing new under the sun. That rings true. That is so true. So do not spend time reinventing the wheel, and that's where coaches come into play. Coaches help you eliminate reinventing the wheel, thinking that you're the only one out there with this special thing. It's not. You are special. You are. You've given this thing and that vision, and you can tweak it. Tweak it, tweak it, tweak it. Everything that you even get from your coach, tweak it. Put your own signature on it. Go out there and teach someone else. It's nice as you overcome, go help someone else overcome, right? So success equals prosperity, and that is what I'm here to. I just want you to succeed where prosperity is easy. Succeed where prosperity is imminent, is evident. It's not a secret. It's not something hidden. No one wants to be the one known as the poor man. And you're looking for a coach, that means you have some other vision in mind. You already have sorted out and thought, I like what he or she offers, and I think I need to go down this path and get help. And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Coaches in life, coaches in finances, coaches in spirituality, and then guess what they call the doctors? Psychiatrists, right? Therapists. And what are they? Coaches, motivational speakers, helping you get over specific hurdles, right? All right. I know you're following. So now, from a coach, now once you reach the coach, you found the coach, there are expectations that you should expect from your coach. And you should expect your coach to be able to transform you, to make you better than when you arrived with them, right? Personal increase is a definite benefit of having a coach. I don't care if you think you're not working on your attitude, your character, your mentality, you are. Because knowledge is power. Knowledge is strength. You can't fail the more you know. Some get it, and what do? They say, they go crazy. But are they crazy? Sometimes you listen to them, they have these ideas and these visions, but they don't know how to just tone it down and implement what it is they hear and what they know, right? I've met people, I grew up with some that were just they were so smart, so gifted. And people consider them insane because they didn't have the ability to sustain personal relationships. That is a common thing with people who are just, they excel in certain areas. They lack the communication to sustain a friendship, sustain sharing their knowledge, getting it out. And so now it's all bottled in, and it begins to force itself out. And when it forces itself out, it would be nice to have a coach right there to help them along the way, right? So accessible to a continued support and personal growth. This is it. This is just, these are my notes. These aren't copied from anywhere. This is my plan. This is what I'm speaking to for myself as well. But coach is in a broad area. So there are certain things that are just basics and foundational, right? So there are also levels to coaching where you're entry level. Then when you're on the path and you're moving, then you're towards the end and you can see the finish and things start winding down. And then it's like a weaning. There are different places. So recognize where you are in your relationship with your coach at the beginning, in the middle, everything. Even businesses have tier programs, right? So coaches do not leave you. Generally, they smooth out everything before a transition to separate occurs. There's always something. No one is just, from myself, not just dropping you. Everything. Because my initiative in me is to make sure that I have helped you. What else can I do? And I do know, learn the hard way. Oh, have I learned the hard way? You can't please everyone, right? Can't please everyone. But the ones you can reach and those who do hear and listen to you, reach them. Dig deep. Oh, I dig deep and I stay in there. Clean out everything that doesn't need to be there. And then we continue, and then there's just growth. And when those milestones are hit and those light bulbs go off, life becomes different. A whole new ball game. So, let me see, leading and providing the tools necessary with the coach. It should be more than just verbal. There should be some type of activity, work, something that needs to be done for progress, because progress has to be measured, right? It's not just a thought, which it can be, because the way a person thinks, a thinking pattern can be measured. However, to get to those things and become habitual with them is actually doing them. That's why we know what we think in our heart, what we know in our mind, what we know beyond a shadow of a doubt, the things that we want to bring forth. What do? We call them declarations and affirmations. And in doing so, we declare and we affirm these things. We draw them down, right? And I have this saying that I always go by. It's WPE is what it is. And it's write it down first. Plan it. Put all those brainstorming thoughts together. Then execute it. And lastly, rinse and repeat. That is just something that is habitual. Stay in there. And if I seem to see that I'm starting to do things that is not written down, I got to back it up. Because it'll be confusion and chaos when I'm trying to move and I don't know what the next step is. And then I have to backtrack. And that's just not how that's just not productive at all, right? So let me see here. So everything that you need to be provided by the coach via some do a lot of courses, do a lot of planners. They provide a lot of things for you, and a lot of one-on-ones, because relationship is built, trust is built. A lot of, and it could just be over the phone. It can be video, but whatever it is a accountability where both of you are present. And one thing with coaches, we generally have a place of connection and meetup, and now they're known as groups, right? Via WhatsApp, which is one I have created, as well as the memberships on YouTube and Facebook groups, Discord groups. And I really, really enjoy groups, a sense of family and structure, worth. Those are very, very helpful. I know there are a lot of groups and we're in a bunch of them. We always think not another one, but groups are very, very helpful when you use them, right? When you lean on them and step out and be vulnerable and share your thoughts and everything, right? So coaches are very specific. They're generally well organized, and have roadmaps themselves. They generally are doing exactly what, or have done exactly what they are now teaching. You may find some that are just going through the books, just buying platforms or buying everything and getting it out there. It works. It's a business. However, vet your coach. Accessibility is very, very important, right? And their reputation. Look at them. It's social media. It's 2023. They aren't online. Question them. You shouldn't even think about it. I'm just saying. What are the ways that you can get to know somebody or see who they are and check them out? Testimonials, right? Social media, right? You want to see their quality of life. Exactly. You want to see if they'll be able to meet you where you actually are. Is there a level that needs to be kind? What can they offer you? We're in a weak area where they are strong, not where you're both growing together. That is not the services that we're doing here, right? And then coaches will teach you exactly what you need to achieve. That's it. Because to get to the end of anything, you first have to start. Coaches may not know how to be an electrician or wire a car or start a light, but they can surely coach you through it. You can bring the knowledge to a coach that has no knowledge in that area. But coaching is generally from the heart. It is a passion and something we work at and we are good at. So coming one way is not the same way that you should leave after having spent any moment with a coach. Free sessions, appointments, follow-ups. Every time you meet a coach, a problem should be solved, a solution, an answer given. Always look for the problem solved. You always look for a solution and an answer. You may not get them both. You may get one. But then a solution is the answer. It can be the answer. It may not be the answer you're looking for, but solution and answers. That is what a coach is. Coaches give solutions and answers. All right? Now, don't forget, you have work to do yourself. And I will do that video separate of these 30 days, 30 minutes. Don't forget it. You just can't come to the coach and remain lazy, because most coaches do not cater and keep lazy individuals who are not doing the work. It's that simple. Pay attention. Don't sign up for something and you're just doing it for the wrong reasons. You don't have anything backing you up and you think that the coach is going to find something or pull something out of you. We can do all we can do, but it takes your arms, your limbs, your mind, your mouth. It takes your ability, what is inside of you, to get it done for progress. Okay? So don't go with buying or expectations that you even, make expectations in your life and they're too high and you can't meet. Don't bring those to the table when you decide on your coach. Become open-minded, relaxed. Okay? So don't forget, just a simple tip to take away, WPE, write it, plan it, execute it. Write it down, which is the brainstorming stage. Plan it means pull everything all over the paper, line it up, then execute it. Begin to do. And then rinse and repeat, because you may have to tweak along the way, right? Leave your comments, replies, and reviews. Word of mouth is the best, because it's a seed that leaves your mouth and it grows inside of someone else. Definitely leave those and pass those seeds along, right? Alwonza. It's easy to say my name. It's not hard. It's Alwonza. Say it. Share it with someone. Google me. See it. Send my link to someone. All right? You can't say my name. Don't worry about it. Just say, here, let me send you this. I love that. And as always, I do have merchandise and ebooks over at faithvisions.org. If you would like to schedule a one-on-one with me right now, the website is at alwonza.org. You can schedule your meeting. Until next time, guys, I love you. My name is Alwonza. And until next time, bye, guys.